till the people stood up and pretty much said you're out or kicked their butt.
Okay.
But the Rockefellers are just the front men. Oh yeah, they're just the front men to this whole thing. I like your knowledge though. Really good. Tell me about yourself a little bit. Dear Dr. Morse, I have been suffering from a lump in the throat for 10 years now. It's called, I don't know what to do. Please help. I did address this. In another video, and I'll put it on this one too, lump in throat. And I was telling you the story, and this could be old, and I apologize. I got so much here, guys, so don't get mad at me. I get so much, I don't know where I place you sometimes. You know, I'm trying to get this down better, but I'm so busy here. But you get your lump out of that throat. You get your lymph system moving. Now, you're going to have to work on your GI tract. You're going to have to work on your kidneys, your adrenals, and really pull on that lymph system. Use a lymphatic capsule. Will lymphatic 1 capsule be good for you, and really get your lymph pulling on the GI tract. This is probably backed up in your esophagus all the way. Get that lump out. Detox. Get you on a fruit diet and start moving lymph. Get your colon fixed up, your sinus will drain. You'll cough it up. You could use 3-lung tea and start drinking that, holding it in your mouth, gargle with it to help get some drawing action. Lemonade, fresh lemonade, suck on lemons and stuff like that. Really go after moving your lymph system. 10 years, long enough to have the lump. Get it out of there. Okay? Don't mess around with it. Mess around with lumps too long, you start breaking down cells and you're not going to like it. So get that lump out of there. Move your lymph. This is purely the lymph system. I think I told you my experience about my lump in my throat. But it is on one of these videos. Remember the soda pop story of mine. I never did tell you about the Twinkie. Someday I'll tell you about the Twinkie. Simplicity, no crap. I heard through the grapevine that Chris is up for an Oscar for originality of video. Thanks, thanks, Steve. We love you, man. You know, these guys are having fun with this. You guys are a great audience for us to play to. You guys are so sweet and loving and everything. And these guys, you know, a couple of good guys, you know, and Chris and Drew, they're lifetime buddies, if you know what I mean. So, good couple. Everybody's doing good. They're, you know, they're just good-hearted people, and everybody's just trying to make everything help you in every way they can. These guys are all heart people. We people that are not heart people don't stay working for us too long. For some reason, God just kicks them right out. And we sit there and go, there goes another one that couldn't take it. You know. Yeah, it's fun to work here for them because I pretty much let them rule their own place, you know. To me, an idea is that when you work for someone, you're your own person, helping that person at their journey and creating your own journey through that. So, Gary, let me see. It's clear to see that sickness and disease symptoms are on the increase as well as genetic weaknesses. You hit it right on I couldn't have said it better now. But how come humans are living longer? Good question, Gary McCarthy. Well, you know what? Once in a while, you'll see an 80 or 90-year-old with all the chemical medications pushing up a little longer when they should have been dead. And on to the next journey, we keep humans around on the planet. But that's only the older who have good genes. You don't see the younger people living longer. Matter what you see is and so they can use that one little, oh look, there's an already 90-year-old living to be 100. Oh look, we're living longer. We don't have living longer young people. Look at the obits. Any nurse that's worked into a hospital, and I'm sure this oncology nurse here that wrote me, good nurse here, she's a holistic nurse. She couldn't bear to see the suffering that oncology does to people. My hat's off to you, oncology nurse. You're a good soul, and you go out and find your place. Become a healer, sweetheart. Take this on. You're an RN. You already have a good brain on yourself. Take this on, start healing people, and you will really get yourself out there. Use that RN where you know that knowledge will help you. You'll have some respect by the community because you are an RN, and then take that and use that to the good of humans, because like I said, there's over 200 or 300 holistic RNs up here in Sarasota, and the problem is there's not enough good places for you to find work, you know, so that's the problem. Go out on your own and become a healer. Sounds like you're a really good soul here, but we're not living longer. Anybody that's worked in the hospital, and I just saw this over 5 years of the difference between the age group in oncology, but also on the cardiac floor. Younger and younger every year, and now the kids are inundated. We're not living longer. Big, big lie. Big misnomer. We're not. Just follow the obituary in the newspaper. Pretty soon you'll be going, oh my God. You never saw 30-year-olds dying, 20-year-olds dying, children dying of cancer. You never saw that. Been doing this a long time. We're really going up there. So, Humanitarian Peace Prize. Cool, Steve. Now, so don't buy into the crap you hear. This is the problem. If you believe in half of what you hear, you're probably going to be pretty much about right. Rockin'. Your videos are, oh, thank you, sweetheart. You're so very much sharing for you. Well, thank you very much. Love you too, sweetheart. I like your curly hair. Is that you? I love curly hair. Rockin'. Hey, Dr. Morse, I have a question. Can emotional problems be solved through detoxing? You bet so. You bet, Blue Phoenix Rising. Absolutely they can. You strong up those adrenals, and you'll strong up your emotions. Let them flow through, though. Let them flow through. When they raise their ugly little head, kiss them off. You know, be strong. Find the center, and don't waver from your knowingness and your awareness. Absolutely. As far as herbs go, externally is not the answer, really. Just be brave, practice gratitude, and be here now. Hawthorn is amazing heart herb. Thank you, D-Skip. Absolutely. Hawthorn is a great herb. I like my heart formula. I put the best of the best of the best. Having heart experience, I knew just what I was looking for. So I think our heart formula is a blue ribbon formula, I think, you know. I think most of our formulas are blue ribbon formulas. We should have those kind of tests, you know, where we're using formulas to see whose formulas are more potent and how quick you can get results and stuff like this. I don't know, you know, but it would sure be a different world than playing with pharmaceutical world. Let me see here. This is Dano. I would like to say something about the enormous healing potential in forgiving everyone in their life, letting go of anger and bitterness, living in gratitude and love for receiving this life as a gift, because it is a gift. Let go of all hate and judgment. It will transform your life. It is a daily choice. Well said, my man. Put some hair on that head, by the way. But well said. You know what? That's the point. Enjoy the now. Enjoy the now. Enjoy the beauty of being a little child again, you know, and living in the eternal moment and just giving love and blessing. Seeing everything as God is really key. Everything you see, know it's God. A little piece, a little piece, a little piece. All together, we make up the big boy itself. But by ourselves, we're that individual spark or shattered mirror. So I love to see all things as God, to feel all things as God. We all get quirky with our attitudes. We all sometimes I get on maybe a little strict than I should be, but some things, you know, after years of certain things, sometimes I just try to give it love, but at the same time, I have to address some things. I'm so, you know, forgive me when you see me times of being a little where I don't have to be, but Willie swear, Willie swear. When you take niacin and have a niacin flush, does that move lymph, blood, or both? Definitely blood. And I suppose in some way of thinking it can move lymph. You know, that's the beauty of having fruits and vegetables full of the bees. You know, you getting that flushing action naturally, but in the right metered dosages along with the astringent. So that's the beauty of God anyway. Everything works synergistically together. Don't isolate, synergize. Yeah. So, in a way, but I wouldn't overplay with the niacin flush. I would rather see you do minute amounts of, say, 25,000 cayenne pepper units, something organic, of course, or chew on horseradish root. Someone was talking about, was that you? Who was that? I was talking about the sinuses and all that. Chew on horseradish root. That's a good one. You know, neti pot, use Hillel tea, use the 3-lung tea because it's much more mucus loosening, if I could. It's for coagulated mucus. It breaks up hardened mucus, particularly fenugreek. Mullein pleurisy root's good for that. So I would be neti potting 3-lung tea as opposed to Hillel tea. And then, of course, you could always chew on horseradish root and all this other stuff. Fix your bowels, though. This is a good holding point here. Clean up the gut, get the kidneys going for all the sinus stuff. Yeah, oh, thanks. I am a fruitarian, and you can use my name on your videos. Tom Karate. Don't let me forget that. Love to you, fellow fruitarian. I wish I was still one. That just doesn't work out for me. I'm starving. Where I'm in a town and I'm starving for food. It's horrible. Thank you very much. I am smoothing my apples to aid digestion. Good. I will be ordering help. Good. Good. D-Skip. Yeah, use those apples to aid digestion. Whenever I've had the opportunity to eat bad, my body goes smack, 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 like that little commercial for heartburn, smack, smack. Apple always is, oh, I love you. You know, thank you for saving my life. Not digestive enzymes, my apples. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Buddha, just love your channel. Thank you, Tina. I love you too, honey. You're a good woman. Well, we got 15 minutes. No tea, water. I'm trying. Raw Fun Inja. This is the first time I've seen your name, I think. Hi, Doc. My father's prostate was removed after being diagnosed with prostate cancer earlier this year. He is now dealing with the post-surgical urinary incontinence. Sounds like fun. See it all the time. It is very upsetting to me, myself, and my family. I know your loved one chose a rugged path for himself. Well, you know, you still haven't done anything to fix the problem. Speaking to your dad right now, you've only let him remove your prostate. You didn't ask what caused this problem, and that's your kidneys. So, my friend, you must work on your kidneys and your adrenal glands and get your lymph moving. This will strengthen the kidneys and the bladder. Make sure your parathyroid is working good so he can have a good sphincter control. Move those lymphs, get all that acid and inflammation out of there, and this should correct itself, okay? And really start thinking now what caused this, which is your lymph and your kidneys, and work on that, and you should be in good shape there. I just took 10 different tinctures of the herbs on my empty stomach before breakfast grapes, and I think I got a buzz. You think? 10? Holy moly! Yep, that was a buzz. Remember, 190 proof pharmaceutical grade grain. So, yeah, could have been the alcohol.